This is Matt from MGMT Boston, and we have Shiva from HYCU's product team here to talk about everything that's going on the technical side of the house of this startup and what you all need to know about what it's like in the engineering and product org at HYCU. So Shiva, tell us what you do here and what are you focused on right now?
Sure. So I've worked for HYCU within the product management team, been with the company for almost 7 years. So it's been a while. So I joined the company back in 2018, right after we released the first version of HYCU's purpose-built data protection solution for Nutanix.
Now, there's a lot going on this spring, as you have all scaled massively. What are some of the things you're focused on, your team's focused on, and just more broadly in product and engineering that you all are thinking about?
Sure. There are a lot of things that we're working on, as I've been talking to my colleagues about how we have a renewed interest in supporting other hypervisors, just other than VMware, so to speak of, and you're highly focused on Nutanix. So that is one angle that we've been extremely focused in the year 2025. We're also focused on a new partnership with Dell, which just started at the beginning of this year, and we're focused on bringing in newer solutions together with Dell. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about this year is our renewed focus on backup security, right? We've been addressing a lot of capabilities under the backup security wing, but in 2025, we basically brought all of our capabilities logically together into an offering called as our Shield. And before I get into the capabilities, I just want to give you a quick context of why this is so important.
Sure.
Ever since ransomware attacks started to become more and more prevalent, backups have played a huge role because like before that, or security posturing or security assessment used to be its own thing. But after the prevalence of ransomware attacks, backups are your last line of defense. So now backups have become an integral part of security assessment and security posturing. So which is why we have been delivering a lot of those capabilities that would help the security teams, but we were never so focused like what we are right now. What we are doing right now is we've come up with a consolidated offering known as our Shield that basically offers top 5 capabilities. Number 1 is prevention, which basically deals with air gap backup security. Other vendors call it as zero trust architecture. This is done through several features like multi-factor authentication, network segmentation, multi-tenancy, or even solution offered as a black box with no backdoor access. Now, if these barriers are broken, then you basically have number 2, which is the ability to fortify your backups by making use of backup immutability, where once backups are written, no user, no administrator would be able to edit or delete those backups.
Sure.
So we can support that on multitude of hardware devices. And number 3 is the backup monitoring capability. That has been a very recent feature that we have introduced in 2025. It basically boils down to 2 simple aspects of backup monitoring. Number 1 is the ability to monitor the change rate over a period of time. So if there are any anomalous behavior within the change rate, we'll be able to alert the users using real-time notification capabilities. In addition to that, you also have the ability to scan the content of these backups, right? So if there is any malware or ransomware that has been identified, we'll be able to flag the end users and basically highlight the affected backup versions and also pause the expiration of good backups, right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is the ability to introduce remediation measures. Like we basically ensure that any of the backups that have been performed by users or by the policies themselves are fully validated and are capable to be restored. So we have inbuilt backup validation mechanisms that could be performed on demand or on a policy basis. And last but not the least, number 5 is the ability to perform quick restores. This could be done to your on-prem. So if there is a ransomware event or if there's a malware event, you basically present the end user with a multitude of choices. You can either restore a good version of the data directly onto your on-prem, but if that on-prem environment is under investigation, and you need to restore that data to an alternate site so that you can still have your business up and running, we do provide an option for our end users to restore it to an alternate data center or even to a public cloud infrastructure. So those are the top 5 capabilities that have been combined together as our Shield, which is a huge offering, or one of the huge offerings in the year 2025.
A lot of choices for enterprises, so listen up to that. And how can we help you? How can we help the HYCU team grow, particularly on the technical side in the year ahead?
At the end of the day, our team is highly talented. We basically do a lot of work, especially when it comes to delivering a solution to our customers. But given the fact that we're expanding rapidly, exponentially, so to speak, we would be more than happy to interview people who are highly technical in the roles of solutions engineering or SCs. So any help in that line would be greatly appreciated.
This is Shiva from HYCU, Matt from MGMT Boston. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.